Get a load of my next project. I'm quite happy with this one. It's got problems, but get a load. Ba-bam! Another fossil shark. This one much better than the last. He's also sent me some pieces that came off the top of this shark. Now that I've looked at it, you can see that from here all the way to here, all those vertebrae are missing. A little section there, these are missing. From here all the way to there is missing, which are on this rock. You can also see how this fin here is sitting right here. So I'm going to clean these up really well, cut off what I don't need, and then try to place it on as best as I can. Certain type of not a certain type of glue, but I'm going to use the cyanoacrylate to cover all this material, and then put it back on the shark and clamp it down and let it sit for probably 2, 3, 4 days, and then see if I can save all that stuff. God, I hope I can. I mean, it looks cool right now, even though the edges all got to be cleaned up, but it's much nicer if all the vertebrae are in there, and of course if the fins are on and whatnot. You can see the fin is there, but the fin material is on this rock. Not a good thing. So this is going to be a fun project. I'll show you a picture when I get it all glued up. Here goes nothing. Do the little one first. That piece right there. Now for the tough one. Look! Another shrimp! Another shrimp that I don't need. Now to go get these dried off and glued on. Oh, let's not forget my shrimp. No sense throwing that fossil away. Back from cutting. I actually gave them a wash to get off all the slurry and whatnot. Let those dry. I'm also going to wash this shark and then carefully pat it dry. And when this is really dry, I'm going to blow these things clean. A grain of sand will mess this up, so it has to be clean. It can't have anything on it, no nothing. anything out of place, anything in the way, and it's not going to work. It's that important. So, a little speed drying. Just using a air scribe for speed dry. I have to say I was quite worried when I was trying to fit this thing into place. I got it to where it would sit pretty flat on the backside, or what I'm calling the backside right now, but it wasn't fitting over here, so I just kept moving around a little bit, double checking, dusting, putting it back down, redoing it, and all of a sudden, boom, it fell right into place. So I've taken a pencil and very lightly marked the rock, so when I glue it and put it back on, I've got something to go by. So I got a brand new top here for my glue bottle. This is the thick stuff. I'm going to glue everything that looks like it's a piece of shark. And try not to get any pieces loose, because if you do, it's like that proverbial grain of sand. Something you do not want. So far it's looking pretty good. I'm always trying to get just a little bit too much glue. I'd rather have a little too much than not enough and have pieces fly off. That would be bad. Just be careful. I shouldn't have got any glue in there, because that's going to be on top of the other vertebra. Double check my work. Always pays to double check. And then the moment of truth. Geez, I hope this works. And the thing is, will the rock come off of that? I could be ruining this fish. I don't think I am, but... And then what I'm going to do is take this spring clamp, which is actually very stiff, and then I've got a C clamp with a very deep C in it. It's a deep throat clamp. Oops, sorry about that. And I got some wood on there. Set all the forces on one spot. Don't want it to crack. I'm going to use a fair bit of pressure. And that's it. Now it's got to sit for a few days. So, and then next week I'm going to put this piece on. And then 2 to 3 weeks later I'll actually start prepping it, or whenever. I got so many freaking projects, not even funny. And here we go. This has been sitting for a couple of days. So that's not going anywhere. And I wake up in the middle of the night thinking, God, I hope I haven't destroyed this, because I don't know if that's going to come off or not. I'm not that familiar with this kind of stuff yet. So there's that one. And now this piece has to go This piece has to go right there, and it's not fitting right. Okay, I gotta play with this, guys, so that doesn't sit right. I will not glue it down. It's that simple. So let me figure out what's going on here. I'll be back. I've decided to take my Fordham handpiece, put on a diamond blade cutoff wheel thingy, and I'm going to just barely take off a little bit of this edge, and then maybe some of this here, to see if that'll fit better. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know, but it's worth a try. Whoops, where's my gas pedal? It's fitting better already. Geez, that was easy. Oh boy, that fits. And that's all it took. So I'm going to study this, see what I want glued and what I don't want glued, add glue, and put down and cur lampers. So here goes nothing. Or everything. Okay, well this has to go. That's definitely fish. This has to go. All this has to go. And we don't know how nervous this makes me. I just hope this is going to work. Since it didn't split off in the first place, that's telling me that the whole thing is sticky. So will it come off a little bit at a time? And then take my, oh Jesus, my clamp, and that's it. 2 more days. See you later, everybody. Okay. 2 more days have passed. Second piece is now cured on there. So I'm going to put this away for a while now, and then when I go on the attack, I'll find out whether that's going to work or not. Well, that's going to be a very nervous day. Okay, been a month or so before I've done any work on this thing. I'm going to now take my super jack with this, I don't know if you can see there, that chisel tip. I've got a little chip in my chisel. And take this down till it's not quite to the fish. I'm guessing an hour. I really don't know. I gotta slow down when I get close to the fish. So that's my job for today. I'll keep doing that until I get really close to the fish, all the way through here. So I'm not boring you with that because that's going to be rather boring, but it has to be done. Get a load of that piece that popped up. I tacked it after this piece popped up. That's going to save me gobs of work if it follows all the way through. That is fantastic. I gotta finish up this little spot, then start doing the finer stuff, getting down close to the fish. Boy, oh boy, what I thought was gonna take me about 30 minutes or so, give or take, it took me what, 4 minutes, if that. Do that all the way down to there. Okay, boy, made small work of that. Now I'm going to use this guy, the ME9100, and see if this rock comes off. It will along the edges because it's not glued on the edges, but only on the fish. So those areas are going to be extremely interesting and scary. Just hope it comes off. Worst case scenario is it'll be so sticky I have to wear it off. What's going on? There's the edges. Now then, is that a piece I glued on? Oh, I can't tell. I just can't tell. Let's zoom in so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing here. Okay, it's going to be a job. Let's get my pointer here. You can see where this piece was, well, the whole piece was glued on, but from what I've removed, that that's really sticky. It's a little bit sticky here. So, it's going to take some work. But I'll do a little bit here and show you what my progress is. Boy, oh boy, this is going to take some time. That's some slow going stuff. I'm having to fight most of it. I'm hoping when I get down to the body here it's going to be better. I hope so. There's always hope, but I'll find out when I get there. But that took a fair bit of time. So this is going to take a fair bit of time, and then I'll be on the body here. So, fingers crossed for good luck in the future. Very near future. That is some sticky stuff. But you can see where this piece has all been, this is, get some so you can see something. There was no piece here, it was missing, but this piece here has been glued back on when this whole piece went on. So now from here back to there. God, I hope it gets easier. As you can tell, lots and lots and lots of cleanup. I'll do the majority of that cleanup with this small tool. And I've got a brand new small tool coming. I'll try that too if it gets here in time. And compare the two. Anyways, I'm going to go for this piece. Wish me the luck. Best of luck. So that's all I got left. I think I can do that today, and tomorrow I'll do the cleanup. Next day I'll try to follow out the body. That should be the fun part. Anyways, back to work, for crying out loud. So I'm gonna get done just sitting here. Wow. There is the brunt of it. Let me back this camera up. If I can. Okay. Now it looks like an absolute piece of dog poop. Old dog poop. But that's the brunt of the rock off. Lots and lots and lots of cleanup. It's not going to be pristine. Still missing some stuff, but at least I was able to save all of that stuff. So that's kind of cool. If I can make it look good. It was looking good before I messed with it. It's kind of funny. Alright, so I'm going to call it quits. Tomorrow I've got hours and hours of cleanup, so that'll be fun. Till tomorrow. Hello everybody. Brand new day. I'm going to use this tool and start cleaning up all these rough areas and see if I can find this edge and clean up this head as best as I can and start on these vertebrae, these backbone. Well, it's not back, but it's not bone, it's cartilage. And I don't know, I'm hoping I can clean it up because right now it looks god awful. That glue is horrendous. There's no way around it. I can clean it up a little bit even after all this. I'll show you what it looks like in a little bit. Man, oh man, Jesus. Well, that was at least an hour and a half to clean up this area right here. At least. Time is it? Too dark to see the clock. So this is taking a lot longer than I'd anticipated. I figured I'd wipe this out in an easy day, or an easy prep session, 4 hours. This is going to be about 2 or 3 prep sessions. But, that looks a lot better than this side. So, now I guess I'll do this side. Oh, jeez. Well, this side definitely went faster than that side. Maybe an hour on this side. So, not as slow as I thought. Plus this down here, this body towards the tail should go faster. So, I'm going to now start heading from here down this way. Alright. Man, some things you just can't save. I'm still going to put some glue on there, I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. And since this stuff doesn't turn green, little accelerator. Okay, well that's curing. I'm going to start on don't know if you can see that. Let me back this up a bit. Here, let me start over. Okay, well that down there you can't see is curing. I'm trying to follow the outline of this fish on that side, which is pretty tough. They have a fin drawn here, but I sure as heck didn't find it. So I finished up right about here. So now I'm going to take this, work down this way. Good old glue. Lots of glue. Well, I'm making some very good progress. And like I thought, doing this back end was a lot faster than this head part and stuff. So, I may get most of this done today. Not liking the preservation at all, but still pretty dang cool if you ask me. As long as I got this good shape of a shark, that's going to be really cool on a good tail end. So fingers crossed on the tail. Okay, I was just following color. Don't know what that is. Jesus. Don't know what that is there. Certainly isn't a straight line. Who knows? Disarticulation of shark skin. I don't know. This turned out pretty good here. It shows a fin here and a fin here, but I didn't find one over here. I'll see what happens over here on this side. I'm going to now take this down. I'm actually doing pretty good. I can't believe how fast this is going down here. To show you what's going on here, one of the cool things about this prepping job is when you see black like this down here, the color of this dark black stuff, I think it's magnesium, I'm not sure, you know you're close to the end. So it's kind of a telltale sign to help you with your prepping, to find the island, to find the outline of this fish. So I'm working on the tail right now, so that black stuff there is really nice. Not sure what's going on up here, a bit rough, but it's looking pretty good. I'm going to have most of this done today, which is good, in about, I don't know, 4.5, 5 hours maybe. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to do this tail. There, I left this spot because I just glued that a little while ago, so I'm trying to let that cure a little bit more. I'm going to go see if I can find the rest of this tail, but you can see how it turns just black right at the end there. Boy, that was nice. I told you exactly where to stop. No guesswork, no nothing. Anyways, now to find the rest of this tail. I'd show you in real life with your eyeballs, but with this thing I got to get right down here and brrr, so my big fat head's in the way. But it's harder than you think because it's so sticky. You got to go down and actually just wear the rock off until you see color, and then work it very controlled, like, so the color is the same throughout. But you can see there's structure here, which makes it even harder. It's cooler but harder. So alrighty then, hello everybody. It's been 2 or 3 days, can't remember now, since I've been on this one. I had to think and think, and I don't know how many different times, in order to realize how I'm going to hang this fish, and this is how I'm going to hang it. Finally came up with an idea. So I'm going to cut it here, I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to cut. I don't know if you can see down. You can't even see down there. And I'm going to cut this with dry, not with the wet saw. Wet saw will make that super sharp, super clean. But since it's all beat up here on these edges, I want that beat up. And cutting it with a dry diamond blade, will make that look a little bit more beat up, which will help to balance this out. Anyways, I'm going to go cut this and come in and then hopefully thin down this rock. I don't know, it's scary. One of these days I'm going to destroy a fish doing that. That's going to hurt. Anyways, outside we go. There you go. And there she be. I may take this back out and cut just part of this off, leaving the rough edge like I did this, where I cut this off but left that rough edge. And you can see now that this has been cut where this edge has been beat up by the saw. Water saws don't do that, but it helps to match, even though it's very straight, it helps to match the roughness of the rest of these edges. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is hopefully take some rock off. This is still too heavy for the wall, I think. Even though, if you've watched some of my last videos, oh, that's not it. I don't think that's it either. Oops, sorry about that. I'll be putting a French cleat on the back of this and to hang it with, so the less it weighs, the better it is. And that's pretty thick rock still. It's not an inch, but it's probably pushed it 7/8 of an inch maybe. Anyways, let's see what happens. Alright, there goes nothing. Hope I don't destroy this thing. Damn dogs. So, long ways to go. That's why I hate this job. But if I don't ruin the fish, it'll be well worth it. That'll take off several pounds of rock. Wow, that's a freaking job. And dusty. It's a dirty, dusty job. But look at that thin rock now. Holy crap, I like that. Not perfectly level, but it's close enough for what I need. Anyways, back to the shop. Alright, get a load of that. That's freaking beautiful now. That's hangable. I gotta wash the crap out of it and still work on that fish a little bit. But man, I'm liking that. I think I'll wash that and I'm sick of it. All I'm gonna do is take a toothbrush, some water, and just wash that really nice and clean so that there's no dust or dirt on it. And that way when I glue on the the French cleat, it's got as much holding power as it possibly can have. So look at all that slurry. You know that was dirty. Dirty as can be. Gotta be careful of that back. The fish is back there. Dang it. I'll even take my scrubber and give that a real scrubbing. The cleat only going to go right here, but still, why not clean the whole thing, right? I take dust into the house. And then a little bit of a there, that's ready for a French cleat. I may take my chipper tool and put a few chips in here to make it look beat up on that front though. So that's it for the back. Okay, this side has never been cleaned, so I'm going to get all the slurry off of this, all the pencil marks off of this, and then let it dry, and then I'm going to sauce that fish up, and that should be it. So here goes nothing. Use something a little stiffer for those pencil marks. You're going to see these chisel marks where they're trying to take rock off. Not much I can do about some of those. But as long as I get these pencil marks off, man, what kind of lead did they use for their pencils? Trying to scrub the pencil marks without hitting the fish. Believe you me, I'm using pressure. Quarry guys need to use a different pencil. That's ridiculous. But it's better than what they used to do when I first started buying from them. They're using like magic marker set stuff, green and red. It's like, holy crap! What is this? What is this junk? Okay, that's going to dry. Then I'm going to sauce it up. It's looking pretty good though. Pretty good. So I let that dry, came back and investigated, and there's still pencil mark right there. Actually, I'll zoom in so you can see that. Now you can see that pencil mark right there. So I'm going to carefully try to take that off of there. Then I'll sauce up the fish. Alright, got my Glyptol, which is nothing but 8 parts acetone, give or take to 2 parts of the actual glue stuff. You can use Paraloid, what is it, B72, whatever it is. That's a plastic. This is a lacquer actually, which is why some guys don't like it. I like it. I've got 3 different size brushes here. Little art brushes that I use for whatever. Actually, I got about 100 of them. And first I'm going to do this shrimp up here, make him pop a little bit. And then I'll get onto the fish. Boy, that's going to make that fish pop. So, put a little bit of this into a shot glass. Had for I don't know how long. Put some on the brush. And I'm even going to follow these legs and antennas out. That way they'll be easily seen, or easier. Nothing really easy about it. Shrimp don't take long, they're so bloody small. And that's it for the shrimp. Ta-da! It's not much, but that's pretty cool, isn't it? If you can see that. Okay, now for the fish. So, I'm going to start the tail end with, I guess, that brush right there. Get me a little dopper towel for too much glue. You always want to glue in control. If not, you're just gluing it just to glue. Don't know if that makes any sense or not. You do not want to leave puddles of glue. And these are a lot easier to do than others because this stuff is forgiving for a mistake. In other words, if you get too much glue, you can come back and kind of dull it out with more new glue and really not even notice it. I think it's pretty neat. Alright, I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, I did all this side from here all the way to the tip. Then I turned it around. I went over to the backbone and kind of just did whatever. Not being very careful at all because the backbone is when you want to, I'm going to glue from this edge to the backbone, and it's very forgiving for glue. You won't even know that. You can come back even when the glue is all cured and dried and do that and you'll still won't notice it. Pretty simple. If you can paint by numbers, you can certainly do this. If you let this glue just sit and dry, it'll dry fairly shiny. Don't want that. At least I don't. So that's probably why you hear me blowing. Alright, now for the head. And there it is. Well, I gotta put a French cleat on it, but the fish itself, that's done. Don't know how that light is. Kind of bright, I think. But that's a cool shark. It's not pristine, but that's pretty cool. 98 million years old. Been laying here for 98 million years. You can't even fathom that. But that's gonna look pretty nice on the wall. And another rock out of the garage. Here I have marked my French cleat material. Rough up the back, better for the glue to stick to the rock, for the rock to, you know, the glue between the rock and the nest. For this one, the shark, I've got this all pencil marked where I want it. I'm simply going to put that in there. Like so, right on that pencil mark. And then take my little spring clamps here. Oh, hey, come on now. Clamp that like so. And take a little of this extra stuff, why not? Rather have too much than not enough. I one time had one of these, just one time only, for all the fishes that I've done this to, where it literally heard a strange noise. It was about 2 or 3 days later, found out it was one of my fishies that come down off the wall. And that's basically it. It's that simple. It takes a while to cure, but that's it. Tomorrow those will be ready to hang. It's that simple. So, been a couple days. Luckily these things are, oh boy, that one's really stuck. But they're plastic, so it comes off. So, there's that one, and it's going nowhere. And I put double the amount of goop on there. Should even put some more, really. But that baby's going on the wall today. Just gotta find a spot for it. Okay, I'm gonna put the shark right here. I didn't know there was a stud there, so there's a stud there, that's good. No stud there, that's just pure sheetrock. So I put in a molly bolt. I don't know if you can see that or not. Make sure you put the molly bolt through your what you want first before you put the molly bolt into the wall. Now, that hole is probably not big enough. It's not. So I'm going to take this little hammer and force it through that hole. And there's that. Tighten that up. Actually, the fastest way to tighten that up first is to put on a Phillips number 2 bit. Don't tighten it all the way. I now have a T25 bit. Or no, that's a T20 bit. And then, what the hell did I do with the screw right there? There's a T25. You can see that star shape there. That bit fits in there. And put that up there like so. Put that in the hole. Like so. And put my number 2 back on. That's going absolutely nowhere. Then take your 98-million-year-old shark, which already has the French cleat glued onto the back, and there it is. That wasn't so hard.